Okay guys, so we have these today. This is what we're going to look at. We want to know if they're ketogenic. Will they cause any trouble to our diet? Also the flavor. Do they taste good? And if the ingredients are hiding something. Okay guys, stay tuned. So we have these today. They're the BeKeto Paprika flavored crisp. Basically, you can see they're a premium packaging. It's very nice, excessively shiny, but you can tell this is a very high quality product. And obviously it's foil wrapped. So if we open these up here for you to see, you can see it's obviously nice and fresh. They're foil wrapped. It's about a third full with these types of crisps. Okay, so now let's take one out. Let's have a look. Oh, you can see that these are a bit darker than the others that I've reviewed. Obviously, there's quite a bit of seasoning on this, I hope. Okay, so they look quite nice. Let's see if they taste nice. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, so right off the bat, these are basically crunchy. They're quite dense, but the flavor is actually quite weak. Also, because of that, you get a slightly feeling as well of a dry kind of cardboardy kind of texture. They're not that bad. I'd give them 7 out of 10. If I was hungry and I wanted something that's going to, satiate me because of that feeling, or give me the, the kind of closure on real crisps, then these will, fill a hole. So, mm, mm, a mild paprika flavor. Um, Not so bad. 7 out of 10. And I'd say that obviously the taste is something which probably you can add more of that coating, probably make it stronger. But overall, an acceptable product. Again, the packaging is very nice, and what they're doing with their healthy options are obviously very good as well. So this brand focuses more on the ethos of being healthy and having lots of things that are natural rather than going for that big bang buck for the flavor. So guys, okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to jump on to the ketone test. Okay, so it's going to be 1 second for you guys, 2 to 3 hours for me. See you in a second. Okay guys, so back from the test, and everything's fine. Basically, you have to remember that these fresh red paprika chips, they have obviously 6 grams of carbs nearly, about 5.9 grams on the nutritional information. So obviously you want to eat them 2 or 3 times a week maximum, and there's no huge impact that you can see. They're not as dark as usually when you have a snack which is like 0 carbs, or when it's something that is usually quite conducive for the diet. So I'm putting these as neutral to a ketone diet. They're good to eat them, but obviously you must calculate the carbs for sure. So obviously, because if you eat 2 bags, you've obviously gone way over even half your allowance for a day. So you'd have nearly 11.8 grams, nearly 12 grams of carb, which again then leaves you 8 for everything else. So guys, with that in mind, just go ahead, snack on them. They seem to be fine in that sense, just not excessively. Now we're going to go on to the ingredients. Okay guys, so we can see the front of the packaging here. BeKeto keto chips, protein and fiber source, fresh red paprika flavor. You can tell they tell us they're keto. They're going to be obviously good for gluten-free and other low-carb diets. Obviously, probably for the protein as well. You can see they're a 30-gram bag. Okay, so BeKeto's spiel. We've got chips, 100% keto-friendly. Your new favorite low-carb and keto snack. High in protein and fiber, ultra low in carbohydrates. Exactly what you need when you need a little cheat. Created with ketogenic enthusiasts in mind, our keto chips will satisfy all of your cravings. So what they value. So BeKeto values organic ingredients whenever possible. Clean label. 100% keto and low carb. No chemicals or taste. Fueled by good food. Fueled by good fat. One word, sexy. Fuel your body, fuel your soul, fuel your ketosis. So obviously here we understand that yes, they're going for the healthy option, and that's again obviously something which is conducive for people as well, because you can be very sensitive on the diet, and you say, okay, I don't want all these different sweeteners or these sugar alcohols, usually called polyols, and I don't want all these different types of things added into my snacks. You can see a whole list that long of ingredients. Well, this is what these guys seem to be combating and want to fight against. So again, very good, high quality product. Again, I think there should be more seasoning. Probably it might be again more salt, but we'll see that here. Right, so we've got per 30-gram bag, right? So we've got no added sugar, high fiber, high protein, low carb. No, so here are the nutrition facts. Serving size, 1 packet. So calories, 30-gram bag, 109 calories. So good, going on a bit lower than the normal average snack. Total fat, 3.1 grams, and saturated fat, 0.3 grams. Okay, no problem there. We're on a fat diet, based diet, so all good. Carbohydrates, 5.9 grams, which is quite high for a keto snack. And the sugars are 0.9 grams, so it's still under a gram, so that's cool for the blood sugar level. Now, we understand that obviously, yes, you would eat this once a day or 2-3 times a week because the carbs are quite high. So you have to make sure you're on a proper ketogenic diet. Some people advocate 4 grams and below as ketogenic snacks. It depends. I don't think there's any set, hardcore label. So there's nothing legal. So it's about you controlling what you eat and how much of it. So fiber is 4.8 grams. You have protein, 12 grams. So a good bit of protein there for muscle mass building. Salt, 1.4 grams. So we can see here that obviously that there's nothing there too scary. The salt's a bit high, and also at the same time you have carbohydrates are again a little high for a ketogenic snack. Still below, obviously, something you could eat. But pushes over a quarter of your daily allowance of the 20 grams. So again, you have to be the one to choose what you eat and stay below 20 grams or 20 grams, and that's it. So let's have a look at the ingredients here as well. So ingredients, chips, and that's chip is made out of soy protein concentrate, tapioca, and potato starch. Again, showing you where the rest of the carbs come from. Fiber, you've got soy, you've got salt, you've got potato flakes. Again, you're looking at more carbohydrates, and you've got soy lecithin. You have natural paprika flavor and gluten, and also you have sunflower oil, milk protein, and onion powder for flavor. So you can see here, yes, again, there's a lot of things here that you wouldn't, you couldn't see it being too bad or anything like that, or cause any issues. They all look good for your health, and at the same time, they will suit your diet. So if you're really health conscious, it looks like these are a good brand to follow. Okay, guys, so that's the snack done there. Yeah, okay, so again, snack as you will. Make sure it stays under 20 grams. That's 5.9 grams in these 6 grams. Yes, a little bit high for a keto snack. And at the same time, though, they are looking at the brand for being healthy. Now, you obviously decide on what you snack on. So if you like these, down in the description, yes, click on it and buy them. And like and subscribe. Okay, guys, see you on the next one.